Okay, so in the last screencast, we went over how to calculate the daily averages for my personal commute. You'll be doing your hypothetical commute. Now, this is how most people think about their commute on day-to-day basis. They think about the round trip of about 37 miles. They think about, 28 minutes, per trip, maybe an hour, and they just think about it on a day-to-day basis. And that's probably why a lot of people justify the length or the time that they spend commuting anyway. But when you start adding that up, uh, you realize that it really has a major impact on uh, the amount of time that you spend in your car and the number of miles that you put on your car as well. So I've got some data here lined up for you. So the average work week is 5 days. In a month, you on average work about 22 days within each month. Within each year, when you account weekends, vacation time, holidays, things like that, it comes out to about 251 days, work days per year for the average American. And then, of course, if you multiply that by 5 years, by 10 years, and by a full career of 30 years, you end up with 7,530 days. So let's go ahead and look at just the numbers of how many miles that means that you drive over the course of a week, a month, and all the way up to your entire career, hypothetically. Now, keep in mind, not everyone lives in the same place. In fact, it's probably rare for someone to live in the same place and work in the same place for a full 30 years. But that's kind of the data that we are given, and that's what we're going to run with. So let's go ahead and give this a try. So down here, I'm going to select my cell and hit equals sum. And I want my total. So we're doing mileage right now. So I'm going to hit total miles, shift 8 for the asterisk multiplied by 5 days. And that gives me each week 189 miles. So it's a pretty simple formula. You just multiply this cell multiplied by the round trip total. And we can do that again, equals sum, shift 8. Okay, 831 miles a month that I drive. And just for dramatic effect, we can do it over the course of 30 years. So let's say that I stay in the same house and same school for the next 30 years. Let's say all that stays fixed. Let's see how many miles I will drive. All right. So that is 284,000 miles. So that's well, the distance of driving across America, I suppose. So that's the number of miles that I will drive over the course of my career. Go ahead and do that for your hypothetical scenario.